Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I wanted to make a video about my reasons for why I think ADN is better than choosing a BSN program right off the bat. So as you should know, I am in an ADN program. If you don't know, please like and subscribe and watch my other YouTube videos because I do tell you about this. But I did apply to 3 nursing programs in my immediate vicinity, my immediate area, and they were all get these certain amount of points by all of the prerequisites that you've taken and all of these additional criteria, and then you can be thrown into a lottery, and then, you know, by the luck of the draw, you will get in. So unfortunately, I wasn't lucky, one of the lucky ones that got in my direct area. So as a fail-safe, I applied to a school that's about 45 minutes away from where I am. They don't do a lottery, so I kind of felt that I would get in, and I did get in. And so I'm in the ADN program. But one of those 3 programs that I did apply to was a bachelor's program. And at the time, I really wanted to get in there because I wanted to get it over with, just be like my one and done. But in retrospect, now that I'm in the ADN program, I am grateful that I did choose this program. Just from other BSN students that I have spoken to about this, I'm fortunate. So the ADN program is low cost, and I can tell you from experience being an ADN program nursing student right now, I have not paid a lot during this program. I've applied for financial aid, thinking that I made too much last year, my husband and I, on our income taxes, and was amazed that I was able to get approved for it. We have 3 children, so that did help, because I do ask that question on the financial aid form, and so I was approved for financial aid. Not as much of a financial aid package as others who have no children and are, you know, not married, but it was a help getting paid financial aid twice a year, or twice a semester, sorry. And so that helped offset the cost of the program. It really is about $4,000 or below. For me, I feel like I probably spent like $1,200 associated with the program itself. And that includes the supplies at the beginning of the whole school year, because I really haven't bought anything new for 2nd semester, and I doubt I'll need anything new for 3rd semester, and I'm about to go into 3rd semester. All the supplies that I got at the beginning of the semester, plus the scrubs, stethoscopes, the books. The cost of the books at the beginning of the program was about $800. And in retrospect, I probably could have only bought the book for that semester, because in 2nd semester, there was 1 book you needed to get, and that was about $60. And it was good for pediatrics and labor and delivery. We used the same book. And so altogether so far, it's been $1,200. And there hasn't been a need for anything additional. I estimate that I'll probably leave this program spending about $3,000 in total for 2 years, just because I don't know what the books look like for the semesters ahead of me. But anyway, that's as much as I've been paying so far, and financial aid has covered the cost. And as far as being approved for financial aid, here in California, we have something called the Board of Governors fee waiver that is automatically applied if you get financial aid or are approved for a grant. And so what that does is waive your registration fees. So I haven't paid any registration fees, like, at all for these full load courses, because like one class is 5 units, and another class might be 6 units or above that. So it's been pretty, ADN program has been pretty good to me as far as cost. Now the BSN program, you could get financial aid, I'm sure, and apply for grants and scholarships as well. If you're not one of those fortunate ones that get that, or get a grant that can cover the full cost, then, you know, you're probably paying more. Most likely you're paying more. And especially if you go to a private college that offers a bachelor's degree. The perk about the bachelor's is you do get in and out, but it's just that cost. And the thing about the ADN versus the BSN program that I'm confused about is everyone says a bachelor's is 4 years and that an ADN is 2 years. But when you really look at it, they're both 4 years when you take into account general ed. So, I mean, you have to do your general for ADN unless you're busting that out sooner. So I'm confused about that. For ADN, it is 2 years, but with the program that I am in, they offer a fast track for the cohort that starts in a spring semester. So they go during the summer and they end up graduating with my cohort who started in the fall semester. So for them, it's only, it's shortened. When their graduation time should have been fall 2021, or I'm sorry, fall 2020, their graduation time will be spring 2020 along with my cohort. So there's that fast track option. I'm not sure if they offer that with the BSN. Another perk is if you enroll in an ADN program, you could you could apply to be in a collaborative track, which I know some schools offer in my state, where you go into the ADN program and sometime around the second semester, they offer, would you like to do the collaborative track with the local university, where you will be taking your ADN courses and then also taking some bachelor's courses, so that at the end of the 2 years you will end up with your ADN and your BSN. So there's that, and it's also low cost because you're not taking all of the courses at a bachelor's in a bachelor's program. So there's another perk. Unfortunately, in my at my school they don't offer that collaborative track. Otherwise, I would have taken it. But so there's that. And most students, a lot of students worry about the cost of things afterwards. So if you're good with your ADN and that's all you want to do, that's good, because I met a few nurses in my clinical rotation who just have their ADN and they're satisfied and they're happy, and that's great. For those that want to go to a higher level, you will need that bachelor's degree. So when I get out of my ADN track, there are many options available to you. You could do a program that's totally online to get your bachelor's. You could even go from ADN to master's directly. There are some schools that offer you an ADN, BSN, and MSN all in their same program. Of course, that might be a little bit more costly because of that extra BSN. Or you can just go ADN to MSN. I know a lot of nurses that want to go the educational route or the educator route can go from RN to MSN, one and done. Those are a little bit more expensive, I think, but do your own research and you can find a low cost program. Especially when you're an ADN, you get your license and you're working, you could probably afford to put those coins into that MSN. For me, I plan on going on to get my bachelor's. I was contemplating just going straight to MSN, not as an educator, but in something else. But I found that if you want to become someday, or have that option to someday become an advanced practice nurse, you need that bachelor's. So I am going to get my bachelor's when the ADN program is over. I'm looking at the local university. Their program is basically every other Wednesday you come to campus. But other than that, it's totally online and it's doable. You can do it in a year if you do full-time, or you can do it in 18 months if you go part-time. Another program, if I don't get in there, offers RN to bachelor's, totally online, and they have an 18-month track. People mainly complete it in 18 months, but if you really dig in your heels, you can get it done in 6 months. And that looks appeasing to me because I would rather have it done in 6 months. And that's Western Governors University, so I'm really going to look into that. And they start the new class every month, so that's helpful. I don't got to wait around. And if you finish it, every track is 6 months. So if you don't finish the program in 6 months, then you pay another $3,000. So that's motivation to get it done in 6 months, just $3,000. And in 6 months, you are a bachelor's nurse. So that looks very nice to me right now in my lifestyle. But yeah, that's another reason why I think choosing the ADN program is appropriate. Of course, you have to look at your own life and evaluate what it is that you want. Do you want to spend additional time getting your bachelor's? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Another perk, let's see. Another perk of the ADN program is the fact that they cut out the fluff. By fluff, I mean a lot of paper writing. In the bachelor's degree program, one of the differences is that you have to write a lot of APA papers, a lot of papers going on. And in the ADN program, they show you the technical skills, the skills you need to know to become a nurse and become a competent nurse. And so I don't know how it is for bachelor's degree students. Maybe comment down below how many papers you write during a semester. But for me, during a semester, I probably write 2 APA papers and about 4 or 5 care plans. So care plans are really driven into us so we know what's going on there, and the nursing process, of course, and the technical skills that we need to know to perform as a nurse. So they cut out the fluff. In a bachelor's degree program, they show you the leadership skills and the paper writing, how you should correctly do APA, things like that. They do show you how to correctly do APA in the associate's degree program, but for the nursing program or the bachelor's degree nursing program, I think it's expected that you should know how to write APA when you do various research papers, or when you become a nurse, contribute to research in some way or evidence-based practices. So that's another perk of the ADN program. So if you're thinking about this, or you're on the fence and you've got accepted to an ADN program and a bachelor's degree program and don't know which one to go, honey, the ADN program gives you what you need so you can get in and get out. And after that, after you have that RN behind your name, you can basically go upwards, stay where you are, whatever you want to do, take a program online, but they give you exactly the same knowledge you need to know to pass that NCLEX, and you sit for the same NCLEX that bachelor's degree students do, the very exact same NCLEX. So low cost, you keep your coins in your pocket, and you sit for the same NCLEX. What does that tell you? That's just what I'm saying. Those are my 2 cents. I'm just saying. But yes, do your own research. And I'm not downing bachelor's degree students, so please don't write comments to me in the comment section below. Because if you want to be an advanced practice nurse, then eventually you will need to get your bachelor's degree. I'm just talking about the perks of starting as an ADN, or starting with an ADN, or even an LVN. Except I'm not very knowledgeable in that, but you can even start as an LVN. Do what works for you. Do you. So this is just my advice and what has been going on for me basically so far, and what I see in retrospect, and how I'm glad that I didn't make the decision, or how I'm glad that I wasn't accepted into the bachelor's program right off the bat. So I guess God just does what he knows to do. I mean, he knows it all. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video, and hopefully this has helped somebody who is, going through that decision right now. And yeah,